New Year. Today we are going to be going through my 2024 goals and my goals for 2025. So I'm filming this on New Year's Eve and I'm hoping to get it up around New Year's at lunch. So I hope you guys are celebrating, enjoying, recuperating from watching the ball drop or staying up till midnight, whatever you do. I am so glad to see another year. 2024 was a beautiful year for me. I know it wasn't that for lots of other people, but I had a fantastic year of growth, mental, physical, emotional, just in every aspect of life. Growth here on YouTube, it was a beautiful year. I thought it would be fun to make a little latte together, so I started, and I don't think I clicked record for putting maybe the rest of the milk in. I don't really know, but this is a salted caramel brownie latte with I didn't measure anything. A double shot. It was the unforgettable double espresso, and then dark chocolate sauce, just a little bit. I just did to the bottom of the glass. I don't even know, maybe like a tablespoon, maybe 2, I don't know. And then I made a homemade salted caramel syrup the other morning. So I did just a little squirt of that and then ice and just some milk. So that is my latte of choice this morning. If you want to pause and go make yourself a drink, get a Diet Coke, whatever you drink, and come back, I will wait. Okay, are you guys ready? Are you ready to get into the goals for 2025? Let's go. So we're gonna start out with my 2024 goals. I will just pop up a picture. I've tried doing the screen recording situation, and since I have a PC and I don't have, I don't use my Mac to edit, it is really difficult to get the two kind of transferred over. So I will just throw a picture of my 2024 goals up, and just kind of you can follow along that way if you even care to see that. I like to be able to see what the people that I watch on YouTube, I like to see what they're talking about when they do videos like this, so I'm sure you do too. So 2024 goals, I had a few different categories: personal goals, relationship goals, physical, social media, home, and that was it. So let's get into the personal goals for the year, and then hopefully if I can remember the stats for some of this stuff, I will let you know how I did. So my first personal goal of 2024 was to read 20 books, and I did that. I passed that with flying colors. I ended up the year with 52 books. I just finished my last book yesterday, and so this year I started reading at the end of last year, beginning of this year, and I don't even think I read anything in January. Let me pull up my Fable. I don't even think I read anything in January, or maybe it was November and December of last year. I didn't read anything. I read 2 books in January. I started reading in October of 23 and didn't read in November and December because we had our big work project and I just didn't have the time or the energy. So I read 52 books this year. Another one of my goals was to thrift quality clothing items, and in parentheses, just fine tune my wardrobe and avoid Shein and fast fashion. So I'm gonna give myself the tick for that. I did thrift and purchase quality clothing items. I didn't do like a full closet overhaul like I thought I was going to, but I did not buy up until Christmas Eve, and it was an accident and I just realized it. I did not buy any fast fashion clothing from more power to you. You can do it. It really doesn't matter to me. But just personal preference, I feel like it never fits my body right. It's not the quality that I want. I don't feel good in it. So I did not buy any fast fashion, Shein, stuff like that this year. That is just going to sit in my closet for just a very short time. I wanted quality pieces. And specifically, I did not want to thrift those items because I would be paying more at the thrift store for those items than I would have if I would have just went and bought them online. I did buy a sweater on Christmas Eve, and I didn't look at the tag. I just looked at the size, and it was a Shein sweater. I don't like it, so I'm probably going to take it back and just redonate it because, again, like, clothes like that, just, they don't fit my body well. I should have tried it on before I left, or I know I wouldn't have purchased it. So all of the clothing that I bought this year was quality items, items that I loved, not just something for a trend. I think the one item that maybe falls under that would probably be the boxer shorts that I bought on Amazon for my Halloween party, and even those are still pretty good quality. So a hit and a miss. I didn't overhaul my closet like I had kind of hoped that I would, but of all of the items that I thrifted and purchased this year, the majority, like more than the majority, was quality staple pieces. I wanted to book 12 Disney vacations this year. So if you don't know, I am a Disney travel agent. I don't talk about it a lot here. It's just, I had so many people in my daily life asking for Disney tips, help booking their trips, and so I thought, why not do that as a little side thing, because I enjoy it so much. And if I can't plan and book my own Disney trips regularly, like, I want to book a trip every single month. If it was up to me, that is how we would do it, but that's obviously not possible in this economy. I don't have the time to do that, so I'm able to do that for other people, and I thoroughly enjoy it. So I wanted to book 12 Disney vacations this year, and I did. I wanted to broaden my vocabulary. A lot of days I feel very dumb. That's so silly, but I just don't feel very educated. I feel like I can't figure out what words I'm wanting to use, and so I wanted to broaden my vocabulary. I don't feel like I hit the mark on that one because I didn't actively search out ways to do that. I did start reading more, and I feel like I pulled some things here and there. But this next year, if that was in my goals, and maybe I'll add it to my goals, I would love to find maybe like an app, or I don't know, get an elementary school teacher to like give me vocab quiz. I have no idea. Maybe do my own vocab quizzes. I have no idea. But I think that I would like to try again maybe next year to broaden my vocabulary, because I didn't do like a very heads-on like approach. I didn't try really hard at that. I had kind of forgotten that that was one of my goals. So I'm just not going to tick that one. And I wanted to take more photos this year, just for my memories, one, but two, for thumbnails. It makes it a lot easier to figure out thumbnails when I have lots of pictures to pull from. And so I will say that I did that. I could have done better, but I did take lots of pictures this year, and it has been fun just to go back and look at certain months, like Disney months and months that we just kind of spent at home, to go back and look at those pictures. It's been very fun. So the next category was relationships. I wanted to do a Disney themed date night once a month and film for a YouTube series. We did not do that. We did not do that. That was very optimistic, very not that girl. So we did not do that this year. And then I wanted to do family dinner once a month. We started the year really strong, and life just got busy, but we did spend a good amount of time with family this year. But we didn't hit the mark on either of those this year. So for physical, my first goal was to lose 20 pounds by our Walt Disney World trip in May. I hit it at the end of May after our trip. I don't think that I put a number goal for 2025. I'm done doing that. With being in the gym and being a lot more active, I'm really trying to reverse very toxic mindsets that I have had about my body and weight and food my entire life. And so I think I shared about this. I know I shared about this yesterday. I had decided to start tracking calories, more than calories, protein intake. Tracking protein intake and carbs, and calories just kind of come along with that. And so it really triggered me. I hate to use that word, but it triggered me more than I thought it would. And I don't even know how to explain this, but I used to be very, very restrictive, like 1,200 calories in a day restrictive, which may sound like not very restrictive to you. I really don't know, but I felt like that was way too restrictive for myself, a growing young lady. And so I used to be very restrictive and had a very unhealthy relationship with the gym. I would literally go bust my butt on the elliptical to be able to eat dinner, which is crazy. So I think that's why I don't like cardio, because I used to just make myself miserable doing that, but whatever. And so over the last few years, I went back and looked through some of my goals in my notes app. And every single year it has been, I want to be this size, I want to be this weight. And I just don't like that for myself. I don't know a number that I would be happy with. I want to celebrate the journey along the way. The fact that I'm in the gym 4 days a week, and have been for the last 6 months, going on 7 months this month. I can finally eat food and not feel guilty about it. And it's not this situation of like, this is a bad food and I can't have this food and I need to feel guilty because I've gotten off track. It's just food and it fuels my body. And when I restrict, then I want to overindulge, because I get this mindset of like, I either have it all or I can't have it at all. And so I've just been on this journey, and I shared on Instagram, and I don't know if I shared it here, but I don't think I have, but I have been on a GLP-1 medication for the last year, and so I don't need to explain myself, but it was recommended by my doctors. It has helped me reverse my pre-diabetes, and so it has been a great tool in helping me get healthy. I know that that's a very polarizing opinion. A lot of people don't like the weight loss medications, and that's okay. My doctor thought that with my diabetes and or my pre-diabetes, and I was like on the cusp, I was about to be diabetic, she thought that it would be a good idea to get started and kind of see what that would do. And so the weight loss has been extremely slow, and so think what you want, say what you want. I feel like with the slowness of the weight loss, my body really needed the medication. And it wasn't this thing where a lot of people that start taking it, they lose weight like that and they're done in 2 or 3 months. It's been over a year now, and I'm thankful for the tool of medication. It's not a crutch for me. I absolutely have to put in the work. I sat at a standstill for a month and a half, when I decided to get into the gym, and I don't want to be on this medication for the rest of my life. I want to have built these healthy habits of going to the gym and eating well. So that is my spiel. I hope you don't look at me any differently because I have taken medication and not shared about it. It's felt like a dirty little secret. At the end of the day, my doctor thought it was a great idea, and it has only done great things for me. If I had not started taking this, I highly, highly doubt that I would be 6 months into the gym, and I don't think that I would have the relationship with food that I have. If it has not done anything else, it has healed my relationship with food, and I don't even know how. I really don't. So that is my spill. It has changed my life in so many ways. So I wanted to lose 20 pounds by our Walt Disney World trip. I didn't hit it by the Walt Disney World trip, but I did lose 20 pounds, so I went ahead and marked it. And then I wanted to get a teeth whitening routine down. Didn't do that. Next, onto social media. I wanted to create more short form content, and I did do that. I wanted to hit 2,000 followers on Instagram. I didn't do that, but I think I gained about 250, almost 300 followers, which is pretty cool. And I wanted to hit 400 followers on TikTok. I'm almost to 300. I don't post there regularly. I just kind of like to scroll. And I think that TikTok will be gone for us in the next few weeks. So whatever. And I wanted to hit 750 subscribers on YouTube. As of today, we are sitting at 682. 750 was a very large and lofty goal. And I'm truly just so thankful for the 682 that I have. I really didn't think I would hit the 750, and that's totally okay. I have learned a lot this year about myself with YouTube and filming and editing, and so it really doesn't matter. I am having the best time. I wanted to consistently upload on YouTube at least once a week. I did not do once a week super regularly. Like, I missed a few uploads here and there, but I feel like overall I really pushed myself to get up, edit, and try to get a video out a week. And so I feel like I was pretty consistent. I went like a month or a month and a half, maybe 2 months last year off and on where I didn't post. So sorry, there was something outside the window. I wanted to open an Amazon storefront. I did do that, which was so exciting. It ended up being my TikTok that helped me get into the Amazon creator program or whatever. I wanted to work with one brand, gifted or paid. I have worked with 2 brands. I'm a brand rep for 13 Wishes Designs, which I have just absolutely loved. And then I was gifted a fuel luggage set at the beginning of the year for my Disney trip. And that was just, for a small creator, that's like huge. So fun. I wanted to rebrand my YouTube page, and I did do that. I feel like I'm constantly rebranding, just kind of changing things up, changing the way things look to find exactly what is me. And then I wanted to purchase a new camera this year, and this was the goal. I mean, there were many goals that I didn't think I was going to hit, but this was one of the goals that I really knew that I was going to have to push to next year, until Lucas surprised me with this camera this year. And so he single-handedly made me hit that goal this year, and he didn't even know about it. So I'm so thankful for him. So for the last category of goals this year, it was for our home. I wanted to finish one remodeling project this year. We didn't do that. I wanted to organize the desk to make it look more presentable. It ebbs and flows. It looks a lot better than it did when I made this goal. So we're just gonna kind of rock with it. But we'll talk more about the office situation in a minute. But I wanted to organize the desk to make it look more presentable, and it does. And I wanted to find a filming area in the house. Here we are, ladies and gentlemen. This is my filming spot in the house. I'm hoping sometime in this new year we can change it up a little bit, because I don't know if you guys like looking at our living room, but it's right by a window. We do not get a lot of natural light in our house. There is a business, my family's old business, that is right in front of where the sun sits most of the day, and so we literally get like no natural light in over half of our house. So this is the best we can do. So I wanted to find a filming area in the house, and I did it, and I love it. It's so nice to sit on the cozy couch and just film. I love to have something on the TV, but I was not going to fight with the YouTube ads today. I wish I could show you Penny, because she literally looks precious. She's sitting over here. She's my little buddy. I just love her so much. Those are my goals for 2024. I think I did well, and was very new at like truly like goal planning. I had never done like a full category broken down type situation. I've always had some like goals since like 2019 here and there, but this was like my first year of actually goal planning. So let's look at my goals for 2025. I just have to say, if you are a coffee drinker and you have some room in your budget, my Nespresso machine has been one of the best things to ever happen to me. I'm 2 coffees a day at this point. I'm having the best time, and I know that the people that look at my stories are probably fed up with the amount of times that I'm talking about this coffee. I literally think about it all the time. Like, all the time. Around 12 or 1 o'clock after lunch, I'm like, okay, what coffee am I gonna have when I get home? I'm obsessed. Probably my favorite favorite item of 2024, and I've literally had it for a week and a half. So goals for 2025. I think I added a new category or two. I have a lot more goals this year than I did last year. I feel like that helps me kind of stay on track and stay focused, because I easily forget just everything. Like, I would think of a goal and not write it down quick enough, so I'll probably be adding stuff here and there, because there's one goal that I keep meaning to add and then I forget, so maybe I'll remember. I remembered as I was walking to the bathroom earlier to get ready, and then I forgot again. So let's get into the personal goals for 2025. I hope you can't hear Lucas playing his video games. If you can, I apologize. We both live in this house, and I want him to be able to enjoy his days off like I'm able to enjoy my days off, so it's just gonna be what it's gonna be. So for my first personal goal of the year, I want to read 50 books. I know I could do it. I did it this year, and I didn't even do great some months. I think I didn't even read in October of this year. I read like 1 and 2 books some months, so I think I can do more than that. I think I may can hit 60 books this year, but we'll see. I want to get rid of clothes that do not serve me and my body and buy new. So I have really struggled this last year. I mean, I've always struggled with my body image, but I've really struggled this year finding clothes that fit my body, that I love and make me feel good. Like, I'm a big t-shirt gal, and so you can't just like wear a big t-shirt to go visit a new church. That's what it was. I want to... There we go. Okay, so I'm so glad I said that. So it's really difficult to find clothes that I like to wear to go to family events. I don't love my closet. And so I put in parentheses, I deserve to look and feel cute no matter what size. And I hate that I didn't love myself, and I still have many days where I'm really hard on myself, but I hate that I didn't love myself at, I don't even want to say a bigger size. I hate that I didn't love myself before I started this journey of changing my health. That wasn't fair. I didn't do anything to not deserve love from myself, so we won't continue on that subject, but I deserve to feel cute. I want to find clothes that fit my body and get rid of clothes that I pass over every single time. My closet doesn't need to be full of stuff that I just don't want to wear. I want to have the issue of I can't decide what I want to wear because I want to wear it all. So I want to book 15 Disney vacations this year. Pretty self-explanatory. I did 12 this last year. I know I did over 12, but I would like to book 15 this year. I would like to take more pictures again. Less screen time. I think with the TikTok ban, I will be off of my phone a whole lot more, and I want us to become members of a church. We have just been kind of floating for the last 6 months, visiting here and there, and I'm craving community. I'm craving just being around people my age, walking through some of the same things in life. Yeah, that's it. I want to become a member of a church. My relationship with the Lord is very important to me, and if you don't feel that way about yourself, we are in a big old world full of different people, and so we don't have to be the same. While I would love, whatever, I love Jesus, and I know that I'm called to, I feel called, and I feel like we're called to gather with like-minded believers, and so it has been 6 months of and longer than that, but 6 months of us not being members of a church, and not just feeling like we belong anywhere. I hope that makes sense, and I hope that doesn't offend anybody. That's just kind of like where I'm at, how I'm thinking. I just feel very disconnected, and so I want to get back into it, because that is it directly links with my mental health and my anxiety, so I need to get on that. Next is the relationship category. I want to have at least 2 friend dates a month. 1 virtual, so FaceTime with my friends, FaceTime with Taylor. I would love to make a few more friends here off of YouTube or whatever, and have a date where we have coffee, because I can't, go visit all of the people that I like to talk to on here. And then I would like to have 1 in person. I'm dying to have some friends over to make them coffee and us just sit on the couch and chat. I would love to start a book club. I feel like that's so difficult in the small town I live in, so just virtual maybe what I have to do. And then I want to have more intentional date nights with Lucas. We spend a lot of time together. We kind of work together. That may change again this year. He may start coming back to our yard, but we work together pretty much, and we live together. So we spend a lot of time together. We don't go out and do much, but I would like to be more intentional. Instead of just like dinner and watching our show, I would like to, okay, we're gonna sit down and we're gonna play games for a little while. Whether it's a video game, we like to play Stardew Valley together, or we pull out some board games because we have so many, we just don't play them. I want to be a little more intentional, and I feel like over this last month with Vlogmas and stuff, we've really gotten into a really good groove of cooking dinner together and like being more intentional with our time, and I've really loved that. So I would love to have more intentional date nights with Lucas. It does not have to be out. We both have chronic illnesses, and while I don't want to make that an excuse and use that as a crutch, it is, it can be pretty crippling sometimes, for both of us, particularly Lucas right now. And so sometimes it just doesn't make sense for us to go out. We are very limited. He is very limited on what he can eat, or should be more limited. And so it's just, sometimes it's worse for us to go out than it is to stay in. So I would love to just kind of do stuff here, figure stuff out for us to do here, and be more intentional with that. For physical and health this year, I want to focus on my eating plan. I think I kind of touched on this a minute ago, but I didn't fully get into it. So I decided yesterday to really like count my protein and track and my calories, and that triggered me big time. I was like in this fight or flight all day. I had to force myself to eat more to hit the protein goals, but I also felt like I was restricting myself and I couldn't have things. And it was like a weird mental thing going on. So I'm going to try and give it another week or two. Today I've literally had an acai bowl and a coffee. And I like to intuitively eat. Like I've learned to intuitively eat. So I don't know. Like at this point, I'm kind of on the side of the coin where it's like, okay, well, you're in the gym, you're moving your body, you're doing things that are good for your body. We don't really need to focus on the food, but also I'm wanting to see some more changes in my body, and some other things that just I don't really want to talk about on the internet. I'm wanting to see some movement there as well, and so focusing on what I eat makes the most sense. So I don't know, that may change. I don't know. And then I want to love my body where it is. We've already talked about it, but I just want to love myself because I think I'm a pretty funny, cool gal. I think I am, so there we are. For social media, I want to grow in confidence and strive for excellent content. Stop just filming to get a video out, put in more effort. I really struggle, I don't know if it's imposter syndrome, but I feel like every single video that I put out, and this is not me saying this for pity, this is just, I want to have this captured right here to look back on. I struggle. I feel like my content sometimes is just trash. Our house is not aesthetic at all. We're still in the process of remodeling. We have furniture that people just gave us, and so it's not the best. And so I really struggle a lot of days with just feeling like that just sucked. That didn't look good. People are not gonna watch that. If they do watch it, they're not gonna like it. You're not gonna draw people in. And I was having a conversation with, I think it was Jen. She's here on YouTube. I think it's Jen Maynard. I don't know how to say your name. I'm so sorry. But we were talking, and I just said, and it was a realization to me, your crowd, your audience is going to find you. They just haven't found you yet. And so I believe that the people that love me for my personality just haven't found me yet, and that's okay. And so I just want to grow in confidence and put out excellent content where when it goes out, I'm like, okay, that was the best that I could do. And not just, I'm thinking specifically Vlogmas. There were days that I was literally like setting up in the office. It was janky. I didn't love it. We were in a rush to go somewhere. And I think Vlogmas was a different situation. I didn't want to fail at that. I didn't want to miss a day. So I said all that to say, I want to have excellent content. I want to be proud and happy with everything that I put out. And so, of course, every single year, you know, I want to get better. I want things to look better. I want to grow. I don't want to stay in the same place. I don't want my content to look the same if it's not great. So there's that. I want to learn the settings on my new camera. I think it looks pretty okay. I've only edited just a handful of videos so far, but I want to make sure the coloring looks right. Somehow Lucas and I were both messing with the camera, and I think it was him. It may not have been, but I think he changed the settings to a much lower filming quality, and so I filmed multiple videos. I mean, it was like very low quality, and so I figured that out. I was like, why? It said like I had 15 hours left on my SD card, and I was like, that just does not seem right, and it was because the quality was so much lower. So I want to learn the new settings on my camera, make sure that the coloring looks good for our Disney trip, and all of that. So this year I would really, really, really love to hit 1,000 subscribers. I doubled my subscriber count this year from like 320, 345 up to 682. Somewhere around there. So I'm like 300 and a little over 300 subscribers away from 1,000, and I really think that I can do it, especially if I focus on striving for excellence in my content this year. And whatever happens, it's literally not the end of the world if I don't hit that goal, but it is really fun to share my life, and people enjoy my life, and just I feel like growing the community means more interactions, being able to chat with people in the comments, because a lot of people don't, and that's totally fine. So I love to comment back and forth with people, whatever. And then I want to consistently upload on YouTube at least once a week, but I'm looking at twice a week. Since I did every day for 25 days, I truly think that I can get out 2 videos a week. We'll see. I may take that back. I may regret that, but I'm trying to figure out the logistics of that. Maybe like a weekly vlog and like a topical vlog. I really have no idea, but I would love to at least, for sure, 1 day a week, but I would love to do 2 days a week. So for our home, I want to redo our office space, and Lucas and I are already talking about our plans for our new office space. He's gonna have a desk, I'm going to have a desk, we're going to get me a PC. I would love a Mac, probably not gonna do that because it is so expensive for less, if that makes sense. Like with the additional space that I'd have to add to the memory, it's just so much more expensive than just like buying just the basic iMac, whatever. I would really love another MacBook, like a Pro, to be able to just like move around the house and edit. I just don't think it's gonna happen. It just financially, it makes more sense for us to spend over half the price on the exact same thing, if that makes sense. So whatever, we're gonna redo an office space. We're going to move into our spare bedroom, I believe. So we're going to tear out the paneling. We're going to put in sheetrock. Lucas is going to tear out the ceilings, so we're going to have vaulted ceilings in there. It is going to be so much fun. I'm so excited. So that is our remodeling project this year. We would love to finish the house this year. I'm not going to bank on that because we're just busy. We have a lot going on, and this house is going to be here. It's been here for the last 80 years. I don't even know. I think it was built in the 1940s. So this house has been here for the last 80 or so years. It will be here for the next however long, hopefully, Lord willing. My battery's about to die too. So that is one of our home goals. And then I want to find a cleaning schedule that works for us. No more going to bed with a messy house. We are the world's worst about coming home, cooking dinner, and then just like leaving our house messy, and I hate that. It makes me feel dirty and gross. So I want to find a cleaning schedule where I hit a room each day, and then we do the dishes and the laundry every day, because I'm tired of going to bed with a messy house, because it just starts with one messy night and it literally just like snowballs into something just unmanageable. So I'd really like to work on that this year. And for financial, we really are not strict with our finances. I feel like we are blessed for our age, and we have a little bit of extra money to be able to do things that we love, and that's not promised forever. So want to be a little bit smarter with our money this year. So I would like to be debt free. We have very, 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 very minimal debt. Our phones, we owe like $100 each on both of them. That's like, I want to pay off our phones. And we have like a loan from when we remodeled the house, and I think that's almost paid off. Lucas may have, he has a credit card. He may have a little bit of debt on there. I mean, it's very minimal, but like, I want to not have that anymore. I mean, I don't know why we don't just go ahead and pay it off, and we may just do that. Go ahead and just pay it off. I think total we have $4,000 of debt, $4,500 of debt. So I don't know. I want to be done with that. I want to get rid of it. So I want to like focus funds. I want to pay off our phones. Just be done with it. So pay off any debt that we have, minus Lucas's car. I want to be able to put more money into savings if possible, or towards like free it up to go towards like something else that we like want to do. So whatever. And then I want to shop with purpose. Limit TJ Maxx runs, which is like, that was really painful for me to ride. Limit TJ Maxx, Hobby Lobby, like little piddly runs, and just buying things to just buy them. The buying things just to buy them. I'm thinking more of like thrifting. I don't need to just buy stuff because I think it's cute. I want to have like an idea for it. Or I would love to buy stuff to gift next year, because I think thrifted gifts, you can get some super unique stuff. So maybe we can kind of adjust that and have like a gift basket, a gift bin, and I can do like Thriftmas next year. That would be really fun. But I like to just go and shop. I love to shop. When I'm like not feeling good, shop. When I'm sad, shop. When I'm happy, shop. So I want to be better about that. I want to shop with purpose instead of just like going into TJ Maxx. Like I went into TJ Maxx and I had coffee stuff. I got this coffee cup. Amazon, I'm just really bad just to get on there and just buy. So I want to be more mindful with my money. So we have more money to go to Disney World. I'm sure with the amount of that I've shopped at TJ Maxx, adding stuff on at Walmart, buying stuff at Aldi, we could have gone to Disney for a third time this year. So that's all I'm saying. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. I love to talk goals. I would love to hear what your goals are this year. I feel like I have a hard time coming up with goals, so I have to pull from other people sometimes. I think I did really well this year coming up with my goals, but I hope you like this video. Comment down below what your goals are this year, or if we have any of the same goals, what you accomplished last year. Again, I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'm so excited to see what this next year has in store for my family and my friends here on YouTube, on Instagram, and for you, my subscribers. So thank you guys so much. I will see you in the next video. Have a happy new year. Welcome 2025, and I will see you in the next video. I think I've repeated myself like a million times. I'm all over the place. Bye, guys.